Good morning, everyone. I'm Mafi Malaver, the ABClatino Media Network Director, and I'm here today with Brandon Lee Richardson. Brandon, welcome and hablemos de salud. How are you today?
I'm good. How are you?
I'm good. Brandon is a music producer, and he was born in the United States and currently lives in the Hudson Valley. He has a Latino background on his mom's side, and he is with us today to talk about diabetes. He suffers of diabetes. He was diagnosed with this illness last year, and he's going to share with us about his experience. So let's talk health. And please tell us when and how did you discover this diabetes?
December of 2016, I started getting the symptoms. I was peeing a lot. I lost like 40 pounds in like a month. My skin started getting really pale. I was dehydrated. I pretty much looked like a walking corpse, you know. And so, but I was stubborn, so I didn't go to the doctor until February of 2017.
So you wait 2 months to go to the doctor?
2 months, which no one should ever do. Like, you should go immediately. But, so finally, in February 2017, I went to the doctor, and they diagnosed me on the spot. You have diabetes now.
How is the test? What type of tests do they do to diagnose diabetes?
They pretty much, they took my blood sugar, and it was over 300. And if your body gets to the point where your blood sugar is getting to over 300, you have diabetes. You know?
So now, according to the American Diabetes Association, 12.1% of the Latinos that live in the United States, they have diabetes. I'm saying this because I want to ask you if you think your diabetes is related to your Latino background or not.
They didn't really tell me any of that. I can see that it is because me and my brother are the only ones in my family that have it.
Oh, your brother also has diabetes?
Yeah, he has diabetes. But my mother doesn't have it. No one else in our family really has it. So it could be like, a thing where like we're the first ones. It wasn't really like my health. Like I wasn't, like overweight or anything, or because that year I went to the gym like every day, so I was always working out constantly, but I still got diabetes, so it could be like a genetic thing.
Did the doctor say it's something genetic, or they don't know?
They don't know, it's hard to tell like what it is and what the real cause is. They're still trying to figure that out. So
are you getting the treatment for it?
Yeah.
What type of treatment is it?
Well,
first tell us what type of diabetes do you have, because there are 2 types of diabetes.
Yeah, my case is a little weird. I have like a mixture of type 1 and type 2. And so I have to take insulin before all of my meals. Type 2 diabetics, they can take like a pill, but I have to take it before my meals so that my blood sugar could balance out.
Is there any other thing that you do to control the diabetes, like diet or exercising, or is just the insulin?
It's all of those, like being conscious of what you're eating, a lot of exercise, and then insulin. It's pretty much.
Is there any type of food that you cannot eat?
You can pretty much eat the same stuff. You just can't have like a lot of it, So like, as opposed to pre-diabetes, I would eat like 5 slices of pizza or a whole pie at once. I can't do that now. I would have to take a lot of insulin, and so now it's more of like, eat in moderation. But I also try to stay away from like sweet things. So I don't really eat a lot of like cookies anymore, or cakes, or like ice cream and stuff like that. It's usually just, if I do have it, it's like every once in a while I have like a little bit,
Yeah.
but it's not.
So it's more about being concerned about the amount of food that you eat.
Yeah.
Rather than
Mm-hmm.
what type of food.
Yeah.
Okay. Does illness have changed your life in any point?
Oh, you know what? Let's go back to that. The one thing I never drink, I would do now, is I don't drink like sugary drinks. Now I only drink water all day.
So you don't drink soda or any
No
of those?
soda, no juice.
Because the doctor told you, or because you just research and you know that this type of...
Both, because 1 cup of juice is like the amount of like carbs and sugar that you would have in 1 meal.
Even though if the juice is natural, like fresh squeeze or...
Those have the most sugar, because sugar is carbs, carbs breaks down into sugar. So, if I had a cup of juice, I would have to give myself insulin for juice and the meal. So twice as much, So now I only drink water, which is good.
Yeah. So you are a young person,
Mm-hmm.
and I want to ask this also because I think this is a reality in our society. Alcohol.
Mm-hmm.
You can't drink any alcohol even in a social, life, or you can in a moderation have drinks.
They say you shouldn't drink. I don't really drink a lot of alcohol.
Mm-hmm.
Like if I do, it's every like once in a while. I mean, it's the same thing. Like you could, but the thing about alcohol though is that alcohol brings down your blood sugar.
Okay.
So, and also a lot of alcoholic beverages, they end up having a lot of sugar in them. If it's like mixed drinks or whatever, they'll have sugar in them. So, those are things that you want to, and if you're out drinking, let's say you're just taking shots,
Mm-hmm.
and you get really drunk,
Mm-hmm.
like your blood sugar can drop really low, and then you end up into a diabetic shock. So, if you are going to drink, moderation. Don't.
Mm-hmm. Like everything.
Yeah, like everything, you should
Yeah.
do it in moderation. So.
Okay, so let's go back to the question of if diabetes have changed your life.
It didn't change my life drastically, but I will say that since I was diagnosed, I feel like I'm a lot more in tune with like the way my body reacts to things.
Mm-hmm.
So, and I feel like since then, I feel like I've been practicing a lot more healthy behaviors,
Mm-hmm.
And so, I don't know, it just changed my mindset. That's really what it did. Get yourself checked out on a regular basis. Not just for diabetes, but make sure that, visit the doctor. Don't be stubborn like me. You want to keep up on your health, because things could happen and then it ends up being too late, So you want to always stay on top of your health, exercise, drink a lot of water.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, so.
Okay, thank you, Brandon. Thank you for sharing with us your life story. And thank you everyone for listening. This is Mafi Malaver from ABClatino. This was Let's Talk Health. Hablemos de Salud. Till next time.